And I've moved from my normal spot at the top of the Convocation Center down onto the center court now for good reason. I've got Nick Kellogg, senior captain and guard of the Ohio men's basketball team, here to join with me. Nick, thanks for being here with me. Now, being a senior captain, there's a lot of responsibility with that. What was it like to be elected captain of this team and be able to hold that responsibility?
Well, obviously it's an honor, to be in that type of position. Being in that role and being kind of the voice of the team. Like I said, it's an honor, and it's just, obviously you have a lot of responsibility, a few more duties, but, nothing too crazy. You just try to, lead with your work ethic, lead with your actions, and sometimes that, requires getting on guys and stuff like that, then you have to kind of step out of your comfort zone and do that. But with this team, the chemistry we have and everything, I just kind of fit right into it, and all these guys respect one another. They respect me, I respect them, so it's been a pretty good fit.
Now, one thing that you mentioned and that a lot of people have noticed so far is you used to be, specifically a three-point shooter, but now your game has really turned inside and out. What was the preparation like going into the season, and was that something that Coach Christian talked to you about, that you need to be more of, penetrate and kick out, that kind of player?
Yeah, it was first and foremost, it was something that I wanted to do. Coming in here from a team that my high school team that I kind of did everything for, and then just kind of turning into a spot-up shooter was kind of odd for me. And when Coach Christian first got here, he had watched tape, watched film of myself, and he saw the potential there for me, and said I was more than that. I just worked tremendously hard to develop, other areas of my game aside from my outside shot, and I think it's helped myself and it's helped our team.
What's it been like, the transition going from Coach Gross, to Coach Christian, and having a couple years with him now? How's that transition been, and how's everything been going with him?
It's been going well for the most part. Obviously, last year, anytime you have a new coach, it's tough on everybody. It's tough on him and his staff. It's tough on the players, just everybody involved. So it definitely takes some getting used to. But I think we've adapted pretty well. The type of team we have this year, I think kind of fits what he envisions as an Ohio team, and some of the things he preaches as a coach and some of his philosophies. So I think we've gelled pretty well up to this point, and it's an everyday process though. So we're still learning about each other, and we're still getting to know how he thinks and how he views things, and what he wants from certain plays and stuff like that, X's and O's wise. So. But for the most part, I think it's going pretty well.
Now, when you got here, you were with a pretty experienced group, and a group of seniors later on, that really carried this team, and you were able to, contribute with them as well. Talk about playing with, the likes of a DJ Cooper and, an Evo Baltic and a Reggie Keeley and those type of guys.
Yeah, those guys are great. Those guys were great players, and to be a part of that team, it was an awesome experience. Just to be honest with you, anytime you got a guy like Coop, who probably he's the best passer I've ever played with, that fit a lot of our skill sets. He got guys like Evo shots, he got me shots, he got Reggie shots on the block, and those guys around him, Evo being as versatile as he was, and as athletic as he was, Reggie being as good as he was on the block. It was just, it was a really good experience, and it was a really fun experience. For myself to be a part of that team that obviously went to the Sweet 16 my sophomore year, so it was great.
So you learned some from Coop, but obviously if anyone's living under a rock, they know, obviously a very athletic family you have. Your dad, former Ohio State Buckeye, Indiana Pacer. And what's it like having a support system, that knows so much about basketball, but yet also focuses on, you as a student and other things as well?
No, it's been a tremendous blessing, to be honest with you. To have him as my pops, and sitting up in the corner at games from day one since I ever started hooping, it's been really good. I give my pops a lot of credit because he's done a great job, I think, balancing being a dad and kind of coaching me on the court, with all his expertise and his knowledge, and because he's been in my position before. He played in high school, before that middle school. Obviously college, and he went on to the highest level, which I have aspirations to do. So, having him in my house is really unique. We can always chop it up, talk hoops, talk life, whatever. So, you know, I appreciate him, and I appreciate, you know, my entire family just supporting me and supporting what I do, and always being there for me.
You a big 2K fan? A little bit?
Yes and no.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't like the gameplay, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, you know where I'm going with a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, you see, what's it like playing and you're listening to your dad do the commentary for it?
You know, when I first heard it, it was just kind of odd. You know, it's a video game. It's not like he's calling an actual game, so it was kind of weird to hear his voice, you know, on a video game that I've played for years. And actually, it's funny because when I was in the dorms, I was walking to the bathroom, I think, and super late at night. It was like 11:30, going on midnight. And as I'm walking down the hallway, you know, I hear his voice, and I'm like, there's no way he's doing a game. It's midnight. Like, there's no way he's calling a game. And I peeked in the door, and the dudes were playing 2K, so it was just kind of funny. I was like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's just a unique deal. That's pretty awesome.
I appreciate you being here. Do you want to do the sign off for us, or you want me to take it?
You got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
All right. Well, that's all we got for you this week on the Bobcats Sports Showcase. Make sure you tune back in next week for a brand new episode. But throughout the week, if you're looking for any other coverage, you can check us out on the web at woub.org/showcase. You can check us out on Twitter at Bobcat Showcase. You can also go and follow him. Go ahead, give us a little Twitter follow. What is it?
Sir _Nicholas.
All right, that's what we got. And you can like us on Facebook. We'll see you right back here next Friday night at 11 o'clock right here on WOUB. And remember to stand up and cheer.